Well, that's a pretty nice fisher right there, Eddie.
Yeah, boy, I think we got lucky here, Alan. Got nice,
God, look how dark he is.
just like he was sitting on the stool.
Oh, that's a beauty right there.
Yep, nice male fish.
One of the beavers you caught the first day we used for the bait right there.
Yeah, there's no better bait than that. Sit right there for a minute.
That's really cool.
And I love these running poles. I'll look for these in the summertime or fall or spring when I can get out here, and I won't reset this. I'll leave this as a gift for the other fisher to eat that. And I consistently catch the same number of fisher every year because I never take too many from one area. I know we have a lot of fisher, but that's just me. I like to be able to catch a couple every year. I don't need to wipe out the population to prove a point. I just enjoy catching a few.
Well, that's definitely a beauty. Look at him. That is just really nice. He's just so dark.
Yeah.
I've never seen, like, I've seen a lot of fisher up here, but that one just seems darker. Am I wrong?
He's black. Well, there's, believe it or not, a lot of the desirable ones they want have got that light brown.
The light brown in them, yeah.
For some reason, they like those better.
Well, that's a definite beauty right there. Just, you're not going to reset it, but talk about your setup here. I know we've shown it before.
Well, I got some beaver meat here, and the way I always set it is I'll put these KB stands here, and then I'll put my bait, and I'll camouflage the bait. Then I put my 220 in there, and I always make like a cubby with the boughs of a hemlock, because you can do it so well and it looks so natural. I mean, I've had hunters walk by these things and never ever see them. They smell it. They said, I meet a guy and he said, yeah, it smells like skunk in there. I walk by someplace, smells like skunk, and they never see the trap.
Oh, that is an absolute beautiful fisher. Pretty awesome, Eddie.
Yep.
Good job. That's a beauty. As you can see here, it's just gorgeous. And this is true fisher habitat. Just on these little ridges. I mean, I've been trekking up here. What was the first year I ever came with Johnny up here? I think 2004.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think 2004.
Yep.
And you're trapping some of his haunts. I'm trapping some of his haunts.
Yeah.
Caught that beaver this morning where he's trapped beaver before. So just kind of reminiscing. We're up here for a couple days and having a good time with that. But you can see this territory here is just fisher habitat to a T, coming up out of these swamps. And you're right on this ridge too, Eddie. Just so right once it comes up out of the bottom, it's on a flat ridge before it goes back up again. And them fishers come right in, hit that running pole, right into your set.
Hey, still can smell that lure. Still good.
Oh yeah, that I don't know. Is that what you used here, the madness?
Yeah, that madness.
Well, that skunk. I mean, that skunk's going to draw them in. There's a lot of different lures on the market that are skunky, but that one's got a few other layers, and we're happy with it. And it definitely works for fisher too.
It does.
It's a good looking set, boy.
Yeah, I didn't add nothing to it.
Yeah, that's a good looking set right there.
We'll give it a little juicing up.
I love these sand pits here. Love them. I caught that gray fox a couple years ago. I was here with Eddie. And there's another sand pit down the road, maybe 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles. It doesn't matter, however far, but it's close. And that's where I caught that gray fox and let it run up the sandbar. That was pretty cool. Eddie was like, "What are you doing letting that thing go?" I go, I don't kill gray fox, Eddie. At all, ever. I never kill a gray fox.
And I took out running after it.
But that's a good looking set right there. Right on this point, you know them fox and coyote and other things are gonna run right up through here. But, you know, out there, when you're out there, find these sandbars. The fox, the coyote, the bobcat, they all love coming in here on these sandbars. And you can see that's a pretty good set right there. And I'm sure he'll connect on that at some point. But just don't pass up these type of locations. And you have sandbars like this everywhere across the country. We have them in Pennsylvania. I love setting them. I love setting them in Pennsylvania. I love setting them anywhere. Anywhere you can find them. And another thing, you come into these sandbars, and anytime there's tracks out there, you're going to see everything that's running through. So make sure you check these out and make your sets accordingly.
Looks like we got that complaint beaver. He's a little one. It looks like we got him by a hind foot. I just have to get in here without falling in the water. Oh yeah, he's a little one. Bringing in the log with it. It's like a muskrat. That drowning wire though, he went like a rocket down there. Yep, perfect. That's a good thing about those long, widespread. That's just bait. That cam lock shot down like a rocket. We'll get that pulled out. I don't know if there's another one in here. It doesn't seem like it, but we'll just reset it just in case. I'll put that behind me. That. All right. The beautiful thing about these 44 Blake and Lands, you can set them right like that. I always wear gloves when I set these, just for the chance that if I get caught in it, I can wriggle out of the gloves without losing too much meat. I might draw it down just a little bit, that's all. And I set it kind of like on a 45, like this, because they always come in from the side, those beaver. Especially if it's another little one. Like, I'm gonna put that a little further out in the water, because that's how I got them yesterday. There we go. I like it. Over there, they didn't come in that, but I'm going to put that trap out too, because the water has dropped down some, so I'm going to push that one further out. We'll readjust the sticks. There. That's pretty good. There'll always be beaver here, but maybe we can keep them out for a little while.
Pretty cool, Eddie. That, well, I'm stuck in the mud. That's a small beaver.
It is. That goes to show how often they have a litter. Yeah. Here we are in November, and it's big as a muskrat.
Yeah, well, it's not very big, that's for sure.
But he'll go nice on a running pole.
It will. This is just a beautiful, beautiful area right here, though, and I don't know. It's about a 7-8 pound beaver.
If that.
If that. But like you said, that's actually good fisher bait right there.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But well, we'll get a reset. I got one more night here. Hopefully have another one tomorrow.
Yep, I think you will.
Pretty cool. Pretty awesome place though. Really nice.
Email us today for a free catalog to browse all of our traps and snares, baits and lures, and much more. Get all of your trapping and predation control needs by emailing to info@NorthAmericanTrapper.com for your free catalog. Proven products equals proven conservation.
All right. Well, you see here the beaver got the culvert plugged, and the town's been trying to get him. So I put a trap in here, and I think we got a small one. See what we got. All right. Get it in here without drowning. Bugger. Got him on a good front foot catch. So we'll take him out, and I'll open up that drain a little bit more. At least these traps, you can set them. Yeah, I do a lot of nuisance work, particularly the last couple of years. I've done a lot of nuisance beaver work because the fur prices being so low. So I make a little money from the homeowner and the town, and a little money on the fur. And beaver is like one of the best baits for everything. I use this cable to make a slide, and works really good. I don't use many conibears, especially during nuisance work. I've said that before many times, because I have to assume that these beaver have already seen a square jaw trap or a conibear, so I don't want to waste time. I just want to get them. I wish they still made these traps. Right there. All right, so when I'm making this type of set, I always try to dig in a notch somewhere, and I'll put the trap off the side like this. Now it's cloudy right now, so I'll just put that trap there, and then I force it so he has to come right in. I've got two popple limbs here. I use popple wood for everything. The best beaver bait, and a little caster I got. I'll just clean that bark up, make it look like somebody's been chewing on it. Yeah, that's good. I got a little caster. There. I probably could get away without using the caster, but I want to get it done right the first time. Okay. We'll get him in the back of the truck, and then I'll open that drain a little bit. Get him over here.
A little bigger one there, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 pounder.
Yeah.
Nice. Get him on a damn crossover.
Yeah, I had him by the hind foot. Ugh. Boy, if I can still do that, as old as Johnny was, I'll be happy.
I hear you. It's beautiful here, though. I'm telling you. It's a nice day today.
Yeah.
Boy, them beavers really have this tore up in here, though, don't they?
Yeah. I've always trapped beaver here. They were always under control, but nobody's trapped them so long. He told me a couple of years ago he had some guys from down south Missouri come up here and trap all of them. A bunch of guys. So there's like 10 guys here.
They got them?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well, they moved back in. That's one thing out there. If you get beaver, you know that if they find something nice, they're going to have it for the next beavers will find it nice too. But you can see this trail here. This is just crazy. The main lodge is over on this side. They have that dammed up, but you can see the trail here that goes down into the water right there. Comes out and comes right across right here and right across the road into the other side. And they've got it dammed up on both sides of the road. How many beaver you think's in here? 10, 12?
At least, I'd say.
I'd say I would put it at 10 or 12. You got one little one down there, and then you got this nice one up here. I doubt that's the adult, though. That's not a monster. I mean, that's a 20, 25 pound beaver.
Yeah.
You got a kit and a 2-year-old, so you can figure there's, you know, a bunch of kits, bunch of 2-year-olds, 2 main adults, maybe even a mother-in-law or a father-in-law that's probably 60 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to get them now while the water's still open.
Yep. Well, you told me the one thing. Eddie told me. I was up here, and you may remember seeing him on the show a couple years ago. We were up here. We showed him doing some of his beaver work, and he said, you know how you can tell when the last beaver is gone from the colony, and that's when the water stops rising. When you have the water stop rising, the beaver are gone.
And you can put that in the bank.
Put that in the bank. But 2 nice beavers. That's some good bait for us to use for the Fisher sets tomorrow.
That's right. They'll get skinned tonight, throw them in the freezer, and then in the dead of winter, I'll flesh them out, and that'll keep me busy.
Awesome. Well, and we got, like I said, we got bait for the Fisher sets. Pretty cool, Eddie. But yeah, that's never truer words spoken right there.
Yeah.
You know the last beaver's gone when the water quits rising.
That's it. It's hard to tell now, but the water has actually dropped.
Well, it's going to continue to drop from you pounding all of them out of here.
We'll get them. We got a nice female fisher, a big one. That's big for a female. She hasn't been in there long, but again, this was a set intended for a fox, coyote, or a fisher. That's what you're going to get here, but I haven't caught a fox here in ages, so I figured it would be either a fisher or a coyote. Caught a coyote here last year.
Well, this is just, I mean, this is beautiful, Eddie. Now you can see that trail comes right down off the top.
Yep.
Well, you got a bowl right here.
Yeah, there's some good running poles up here. I just haven't set them yet. It's a little bit early yet, but with all those beavers we've been catching.
Yeah, we've been out today. We spent most of the day remaking beaver sets. The last couple days, I don't know. Been here 3 days. We got over 10 in the back of the truck.
That's right.
The Adirondacks it's definitely got some beaver in it.
We could take more, but I mean,
yeah,
it's a lot of skinning.
Well, I'm pulling tomorrow. I was only here for 4 days. I did throw a couple Fisher sets in. Nothing came by. We pulled my couple Fisher sets today, but you got that one in that running pole today.
Yep.
Big old male. And then that's a beautiful female. You can see how silky she is.
Yeah.
But yeah, just this spot right here. This spot right here coming up that bottom up through here, and you got a nice little spot here where that stump, they're gonna stop, and that's just definitely an eye appeal, just to have every animal come by and mark it, check it out.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, Eddie.
And after this, even more critters will be interested in what happened here.
Well, absolutely. And that's one of the things that I try and impress on people. When you're out there and you catch, say you caught a fisher here, or you catch a coyote, or you catch a, fox or anything. If you catch one animal there, every other animal, probably of every species, is going to go to that same location. But I guarantee you, if you catch a fisher in one spot, you're going to catch another fisher there too. Because what that fisher or that coyote or whatever you're trapping found inviting to that section, everyone else is going to find it,
Yeah.
Beautiful fisher, Eddie.
Yep.
End of the day.
Yes, it is.
End of the day.
Kind of, until we get to the first shed.
Well, yeah, and it's not that's absolutely right. It's not the end of the day, but you hit them two fisher. You can see the difference for those out there that have never seen it. You can see the difference in size between the male and the female. And that's actually a smaller male. A bigger male is probably going to be another 3-4 pound and be another 8 inches, but that's a pretty good day. Got some beaver, those 2 beaver, 3 beaver. I couldn't see the one you caught.
Oh, the little one, yeah. Well, he's easier to carry further back in the bush.
That's exactly right. We got our work cut out. Them 2 I got today are actually pretty big. That one you caught yesterday, though, holy hell.
Yeah, that thing was epic.
Yeah,
that's the term they're using nowadays.
Yeah,
epic.
Epic, yeah. I hate that term.
Me too. I'm not trendy.
Yeah, I don't like that term at all, but that one Eddie caught yesterday was an absolute pig. But pretty fine day. 2 fisher, had that male and a running pole and female up there in the basically a stump set, huh?
Yeah,
Just a dirt hole.
Yeah, any large object like that. Like I said, I knew that would take a fisher or a coyote. I caught a nice, a runt coyote, but the fur was good last year on that one in January up there.
Yeah, the fur on those fishers are just
they're awesome.
silky.
Yep.
Just absolute silky.
Fisher are easy to put up. They're easy.
They're a beautiful animal.
Skin them quick, put them on the board. You're taking them off sometimes a couple hours later.
Well, I appreciate you having me up here, buddy. It's been here 3 or 4 days. I didn't really come to set many traps. You were like, you didn't bring many traps. I'm like, I just really wanted to get a few days away, and I was able to get 4 beaver sets in. Actually, caught 2 today, and the beaver came by and rebuild all around it. Missed the trap, but we fixed them. I think I might have them tomorrow. We got one more night, and
I think you will.
And it was nice to be out here. I put a couple fisher sets in, had a couple in the ground, but they just didn't connect. But those beaver here in the Adirondacks, they're pretty much everywhere, man.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun.
Barkstone.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the male fisher and the female fisher, and you can just see how silky they are. Just a beautiful animal, and as Eddie said, some work in the fur shed tonight.
North American Trapper has got you covered when it comes to essential trapping baits and lures. When you're moving soil out of the field, know that you're getting the best scents available with the North American Trapper's line. Go to NorthAmericanTrapper.com today and explore the mountain man in you.